Happy Friday, Pluto class. Hope you're all well this morning and enjoying your day at home. In the video of The Hobbit that I did yesterday for you, which I know quite a few of you have watched on YouTube, so thank you for that, I asked you to set me some challenges to do while I am at home. And the first one came in from one of the girls in Pluto, and she has asked me to make some cookies this morning. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. And the best type of cookies, of course, are ones filled with chocolate chips. So I'm going to give you a demonstration on how to do this. This is combining two of my favourite things to do in this entire world. Presenting videos, as you know I do for my football job, and also baking. I've been making cakes for 17 years, since I was 10 years old, and I make all the birthday cakes in our house. I don't usually make cookies, but this is going to be a bit of fun, and I hope you enjoy it, and you can follow the recipe and show me some pictures, send them to me on Purple Mash maybe. So here we go. If this proves to be successful, we could have a segment, Baking with Mr. Bale and Bertie. Bertie, how are you this morning? You okay? Yes? Do you want to do some baking this morning? Okay, so the first thing we've got to do, of course, as I've been saying to all of you anyway, before we do any baking, any cooking, got to wash our hands. Oh, if you are interested in making these cookies at home, these are the ingredients you are going to need. I've got 150 grams of salted butter, which has been softened. I've left it on the side for a little while. 80 grams of what's meant to be light muscovado sugar, but looking through my cupboard, I've only got dark. I'm sure it won't matter too much. It'll be a bit more treacly, perhaps in flavour, but it'll be excellently nice, I'm sure. You need 80 grams as well of granulated sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. It's got to have a smell because this is amazing. Oh, smells good. 1 large egg, 225 grams of plain flour. This bowl has half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And most importantly, we've got 200 grams of chocolate chips. In the recipe it says to use plain ones. I prefer using milk, and it'd be rude not to try one, so enjoy. Ready to start mixing the ingredients now, guys. I've set the oven to 170 degrees Celsius on my oven. It's a fan one. On a conventional normal oven, 190 degrees. And if you have a gas oven, it is gas mark 5. I've also lined 2 baking trays with some non-stick grease-proof paper. This recipe should hopefully make about 30 cookies. So for step 1, we're going to put our butter in our huge mixing bowl. I've been using this bowl for many, many years. We're going to put in our granulated sugar and our muscovado sugar. And what we're going to do now, use our electric whisk and mix it until it starts to look a bit creamy. I think because of the darkness of the muscovado sugar, this is as creamy looking as it's going to be. So time now to mix in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and our egg. So in we put our 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Love the smell of this. When I was baking, when I was really young, my mum always let me mix this in. Me and my sister both had to have a smell of it as we were putting it in. It still smells as good as I remember from being a young child. And of course, to mix my egg, it's got to be the Mr. Bale teaching fuel mug. Make sure there's no shell. I think I've done a pretty good job there. Don't usually. Just mix that up. Quick whisk. And that's going to go in our mix as well. Thing we're going to do, we're going to discard the electronic whisk and we're going to use a wooden spoon from now on, because we're going to sift in the flour, the bicarbonate of soda and the salt and fold it all together. And then when we've done that, time to add the chocolate chips, and I might have to eat another 1 or 2 because they're very, very tasty. Let's get sifting. Pretend it's snowing. This one has lost interest in baking because he realised he couldn't have any. Armed and ready. Time to stir. I'm pretty pleased about that. I think that's mixed in pretty well. So now it's time to add the best part of these cookies. Of course, it's the chocolate chips. I'll be good. I won't eat too many of them. Look at that. I think this batter would make enough for about 30 odd, so Pluto, if we were all together at school, we could have one each. I would say they are pretty well mixed, so I think we can put these in the oven now and move one step closer to actually eating them. The next thing to do is to take about a teaspoon's worth of cookie mix. Might be a bit too much. And then we're going to place it on our baking trays. Try and space them apart as much as you can. And as I said earlier, it should make about 30. So we'll see how we get on. We're getting there. Got, I think, 28, 29 in the end. Hopefully they won't join together. They may well become one great massive cookie in the oven. We shall see. You're going to bake these for about 8 to 10 minutes. I'm going to put them in for 9, go down the middle. And they should, hopefully, when you get them out after 9 minutes, be slightly brown at the edges and a little bit soft in the middle if you press down on them. So we're going to put it in for that long. Make sure you use your oven gloves to put in the oven, or ask one of your parents to help you with this part, because obviously the oven is very, very hot. And we will see how they are in about 9 minutes. In they go. 9 minutes until we see what they're like. I'll tidy the things away, put them in the dishwasher, because I need to tidy as you go along when cooking and baking, because my mum will kill me otherwise. I think it's time to annoy the dog for a few minutes. This disgusting looking burger is one of Bertie's favourite toys. You gonna play? Exciting! Let's take them out and see how they are looking then. I've just taken these out of the oven, and as I feared, they have joined together. Make one big cookie over here, but they smell absolutely beautiful, and there is a bit of golden colour around the edge, and if I just press one in the middle, yeah, it does spring back a bit, so it's slightly gooey still. They've cooled for a couple of minutes, so I'm going to put them now onto the cooling trays just to cool down a little bit longer. How good do we think these look? Now it's time for the all-important moment. See how they taste. They smell good, they look good. Let's have a try. Making a mess. Nice crunch, great chocolate flavour. Really sweet. The only problem now is, when you have a cookie, gotta have some milk with it. Hope you've enjoyed that video, Pluto class. Tune into the channel for some more Hobbit readings. And remember, send me your challenges, things for me to do while I'm at home, to my email at purplemash. Have a great day.